Phonics song.
Apples in Afghanistan, Juba is in South Sudan, King Kyrgyzstan is Czech, Bonus with Praga Czech, Costa Rica, San Jose, Sao Tome and Principe, Libya has Tripoli, just south of Rome in Italy, Central African Republic has Benguin, then Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, Abu Dhabi, that is in the UAE, and in Georgia, Kutaisi, Tbilisi, Bratislava is Slovakian, and Baghdad is in Iraq, Kigali is in Rwanda, and Angola has Luanda, Ottawa, and Canada, Panama has Panama, Pakistan is Islamabad, and Germania is in Chad, Montevideo is up in Uruguay, Cameroon is capital is Yaoundé, Republic of Macedonia, okay, Putrajaya, and Kuala Lumpur is Malay, Yemen, Aden, Northern and the Bahamas has Nassau, Accra, capital of Ghana, and the Kazakhs have Ghana, and Oxford, Mauritanian, Tirana is Albanian, Guinea-Bissau has Bissau, and Vientiane is in Laos, Armenia's capital is Yerevan, which is right next to Baku, Azerbaijan, south of that is Tehran, which is in Iran, and then Brunei, Bandar Seri Begawan, Kathmandu is in Nepal, and Dhaka is in Senegal, Quito is in Ecuador, Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, Gaborone is in Botswana, and in Cuba there's Havana, Finland has Helsinki, and Urtanchu Bay, Tajikistan, Trinidad, Tobago, they are port of Spain, and Manama, the capital of Bahrain, Belarus has Minsk north of Ukraine, South Africa, Cape Town and Pretoria, and Bloemfontein, New Delhi is India, and Estonia, that has Tallinn, Pyongyang is in North Korea, then Bulgaria has Sofia, San Salvador, El Salvador, and Singapore has Singapore, Kuwait City, and Kuwait, Washington, United States, Tarawa, the capital of Kiribati, Tegucigalpa, that is in Honduras, and in Venezuela they are Caracas, and Bolivia has Sucre and La Paz, Jakarta, Indonesia, Palikir, Micronesia, Togo's capital is Lome, Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, is in Brazil, and Congo, that is Brazzaville, not the DR Congo, that's a different country with Kinshasa, Ethiopia has Addis Ababa, Tanzania, south of that was Dodoma, and Colombia's capital is Bogota, Eswatini, Mbabane, Lobamba, Mexico has Mexico, and Monaco has Monaco, Ljubljana, Slovenia, Windhoek, Namibia, Pendleton, and Gambia, Lusaka is in Zambia, Luxembourg, Sanankara, that is Turkish, and Tananarivo in Madagascar, and then Doha, the capital of Qatar, Yamoussoukro, capital of Cote d'Ivoire, then Naypyidaw, that is in Myanmar, Abuja is in Nigeria, Damascus is in Syria, Iceland, they are Reykjavik, Maputo in Mozambique, Belmopan is in Belize, and Tokyo with Japanese, Seychelles has Victoria, and Cyprus has Nicosia, inside Italy, San Marino, and Manila, that city is Filipino, Buenos Aires, capital of Argentina, Sarajevo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Rotos in Dominica, Montenegro, Puerto Rico, Timor-Leste, that is Chile, Santiago is in Chile, Timpu, that is in Bhutan, and Nazca, Turkmenistan, Samoa has Apia, Canberra, Australia, the Burundian capital is Punta Bora, and then Castries, that city is in St. Lucia, Vanuatu, Kotala, and Fiji, and St. John's is in Antigua and Barbuda, Hungary has Budapest, Romania has Bucharest, Stockholm, that city is in Sweden, and then Oslo is Norwegian, Guatemala, and Uganda has Kampala and Beirut in Lebanon, Libreville is in Gabon, Brussels heads the EU and it's in Belgium, and then Israel is in Jerusalem, Paramaribo, that is in Suriname, and then London's in the United Kingdom, Liberia, Monrovia, Phnom Penh, Cambodia, the Netherlands has Amsterdam, and Hanoi is in Vietnam, Asmara and Eritrea, and then Sultan, South Korea, Khartoum, that is in Sudan, Tashkent, St. Uzbekistan, Asunción, that city is in Paraguay, and Malawi's capital is Lilongwe, and Harare, that city is in Zimbabwe, and Sri Lanka, Ayutthaya, Water, Nakurakote, Porto Novo's in Benin, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines, the capital, it is Kingstown, and Barbados has Bridgetown, and Djibouti's in Djibouti, Tuvalu has Funafuti, Honiara, Solomon Islands, and then Bangkok is in Palau, Papua New Guinea, that is Port Louis, and Mauritius, capital is Port Louis, then Port-au-Prince, that city is in Haiti, then Comoros, capital is Moroni, Mali is in the Maldives, and then Jordan is Guyanese, Serbia has Belgrade, and St. George is Grenada, and St. Kitts and Nevis has Batera, and then Niamey is in Niger, Beijing, China, Athens, Greece, and Tunisia has Tunis, Austria is capital is in Vienna, and then Malta, in that country is Valletta, in East Africa, Nairobi is in Kenya, and Andorra, it has Andorra la Vella, Berlin is in Germany, and Guinea has Conakry, Moldova has Chisinau, Meramud is in Palau, Somalia, Mogadishu, Madrid, Spain, and Lima, Peru, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Vilnius, Lithuania, on the Nile River, Egypt has Cairo, and then Mali's capital is Bamako, Marshall Islands capital is Majuro, the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, Paris, France, and Poland, Warsaw, and in Bangladesh, there's Dhaka, Nuku'alofa, and Tonga, and Managua, Nicaragua, Yerevan, kind of in Nauru, is Tutu, is Masaru, Zagreb is in Croatia, Cabo Verde has Bahia, Portugal, its capital, it is Lisbon, then New Zealand's capital is Wellington, on the island of Jamaica, its kingdom, and the Holy See, that is the Vatican, is Pristina, Kosovo, and then Russia has Moscow, Muscat, Betos, Muscat, and Morocco has Rabat, Taipei, that is in Taiwan, and Jordan, capital, Amman, Vaduz is in Liechtenstein, Ramallah in Palestine, Freetown, that is Sierra Leonean, north of that Algiers, which is Algerian, in the Baltic, Riga, which is Latvian, Copenhagen, Denmark, Dublin, Ireland. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.